Hey everybody, I'm glad you're back. Um, I want to say it's been 2 days since the last vid, and today I wanted to touch on me, a little bit more about me, and why I'm here. Um, Very basic stuff, nothing crazy. Um, all right, me. So as I covered in the last video, my name is Max. Friends call me Max. Um, and I was born in Mexico, southern Mexico, along the Pacific coast, in a little town called Cuajinicuilapa. We call it Cuaji for short. If you're into the brevity thing, man. I know very little of Mexico. I was dragged up here at a very young age, barely 1, 2. There's a dispute about what year, but I was pretty much raised in the United States of America, and I've only really known America as my home, New England specifically. And although I've lived in a lot of places in New England, not that many, but enough that I feel New English, way of putting it. Not really Mexican, born there, yeah. Not really full-fledged American, although I see myself as American. I really do, regardless of what anyone else believes. That's my story. There's more to it, but that's the basics. I've gone to school here, never went to college, graduated from Stanford High School, Stamford, Connecticut, and my mother's family still up here. Father's family never came up. Some did, but they continue to live happy lives. And I myself have been going through some interesting soul searching, understanding more about my roots, and a useful way to have that knowledge be not just useful to me, but beneficial all around. So me, my middle name is Alan, Alan. You can call me Al. No, you can call me Max. That's fine, or M for short if you're into the whole brevity thing again. And that's me. It's a little weird talking about me. I'm trying mostly to listen. Talk less, listen more. Not an easy thing to do. I'm a Libra. I keep having to go back to me. Oh, that's right. Talking about me. I'm a Libra. And which is the scales, from what we gather. And I have a huge fascination with history, philosophy. I think a lot about philosophy. I think a lot about politics. Huge fan of politics and current events. Try to keep up with that. Try to understand what's going on in the world. Have been very good about it in the last few months. Lots going on. But for the most part, I like where I am. We try to put ourselves in uncomfortable situations to better handle what could come up, any kind of contingency. And it's not always easy. Many people put themselves through tough situations and they make it through. It's not the way you fall, it's the way you get up. And my life has been continual falling and getting up. So if I can show a way to get up, that's different, beneficial, and mutually useful information to have out there, then I have covered my purpose. And yes, that's right. That's the second thing we're going to get to after talking about moi. I'm homosexual. I'm not sure if I covered that in the last video, but there's that. Again, just labels. All it really means is that I haven't slept with a woman by choice. And really, that's about it regarding me. It's not all about me. I mean, it is, but it isn't. And I think it's useful for us to think about ways we can relate to each other's story. My story isn't any better or worse. It's different, and in many ways the same. So that's me. Any other specific concerns I'm sure I can address. You can see how uncomfortable I get just talking about me and only me. Now for purpose. I would imagine that it's very difficult for many people to fully have a useful understanding of what their purpose is. Many politicians, theologians, religious folk, they tend to have answers. Authority figures have answers for you. And there is no shortage of meanings that we will find throughout the day. But it really is up to us, each and every one of us, to figure out for ourselves what our purpose is. And it's a difficult thing to come across. In many ways, we make it difficult on ourselves. And the many me's that exist out there still see themselves as me, as I. And that ego trip, man, it can be tough to break out of. You can completely be observing it and observe yourself observing it and still not break out. So my purpose is, in some ways, in many ways, help you figure out your own. It's major. As I said in the first video, last one, I have no credentials, certification, not professional at anything to be saying the stuff I am saying. I'm simply just venting, and in the process hoping that this can be a mutually beneficial vent. There's something I wrote and I wanted to recite here very quickly before the 9th minute. And basically what I wanted to get to was our purpose is to work. Our purpose, our significance, if many would rather label it that, is to be productive. Not that many other species on this planet. We are 7 billion, and not that many species on this planet can do what we can do what humans do. We communicate with each other well when we want to, and very badly also when we want to, and that can get in the way. All that fear, all that distrust, it gets in the way of our purpose. From ourselves. We get in the way of ourselves, and our purpose becomes blocked. We blind ourselves to it, and that could be a harmful thing. It could be helpful, some would find, but it doesn't help make easier. And our purpose, in some small, humble, significant way, is to make easier the task of living. And life is, if you break down easily enough, depending on how you look at it, a series of tasks. One task, then the other, then the other, then the other, then the other. Bit of a depressing look at life, but also glorious in its simplicity. So, it's fascinating to see me understand things a little more, a little better. And it's fascinating to see all of you understand a little more, a little better. I have this idea that everybody all humans. We could stretch that further, but all entities, um, they're a lone puzzle piece. They have but one image, puzzle piece. And the more people get together, more pieces come together, and the picture becomes a little clearer. You may not see the whole thing, but you see part of it. But those pieces have to come together in order for you to see more. Otherwise, you're just seeing your piece. And many have trouble connecting. So, I'm very new to all this. And as much of a novice as I'd like to believe I am, I also like to think that I have some experience with some matters regarding meaning making. And it's a difficult thing, but it's also, again, glorious. So we've already stretched past 11, and I don't really think I got this right read what it is I wanted to read, but that's all right. There's plenty more time. Just wanted to let you guys know that I'm in this for the long haul, and I want to keep making videos, be useful, helpful, and mutually beneficial. That's important. And the promise I made in the previous video remains. Things change. The promise, the idea behind the promise remains. So I love you. I hope you know more about me, and in the process, know more about yourself. So you guys be well. Much love, as always. Peace, and be good.